Unbelievable! That is a dream goal!
They found it! They finally found the goal they were looking for!
What a finish that is! Do not scratch your eyes! This is really happening!
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today here on Game in Frame. I'm Ariel Duran, and I'll be your host for today's match in the APSL Metropolitan Conference between Richmond County FC versus New York Greek Americans. The Greeks have glory on the line here. A win secures their first ever APSL conference title. The last time these teams met, the Greeks won 5-0, and they would love to repeat that result here today. Looking at the table, NY Greek Americans sit in first place and have a game in hand over second place Lansdowne Yonkers, who played their last match of the season against CPR on Tuesday. The Greeks can make that game irrelevant if they can secure a win today. And Richmond County sit in mid-table, looking to level the scoreline on the season between these two teams and spoil the party. This is their last game of the season, and the highest spot they can achieve is 7th place. We are a little bit delayed to start, so tune in with us in just a few moments and we'll have the kickoff for you right here.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back here. We are about to get underway, waiting for the field to get cleared off. The referees and the teams are taking the field. Got some celebrations from a game that just ended here. Again, big game here for the Greeks if they can secure the victory for their first APSL league title. They've won the playoff title before, but this is the first time they have the chance to secure first spot. Their closest rivals, Lansdowne Yonkers, have their last game to play against CPR on Tuesday. CPR, who have already been relegated. Lansdowne Yonkers definitely liking their chances in that matchup. And the Greeks would like to get the job done here today, so that game is irrelevant for them. The Greeks no stranger to silverware. They've won lots of trophies before, but this one would mean a lot. I'm sure these players would be excited to potentially celebrate here today after a victory. On the other hand, Richmond, safe from relegation. No chance for playoffs this year. They'll have to try again next year. But they'll definitely be looking to finish their season on a strong note and put in a good performance here. That first goal is going to be vital. If Richmond can end up getting it, putting the pressure on the Greeks, it'll be an uphill battle for them. And if the Greeks get that first goal, they'll have to keep their focus and try and keep their foot on the gas pedal. Some players to look out for today. Saramago, 17 goals in a season, 2 goals in their last meeting between these two teams. And Yusufi has 15 goals in the season and scored 1 goal in the last meeting. Those 2 players are close to the lead for Golden Boot for the Metropolitan Conference. Maybe some internal competition on 17 goals and 15 goals for those 2 players. And for Richmond County, Sal Barone on 5 goals for the season. We'll look to add to his tally as well. Teams taking their positions. Got the thumbs up from the referee on both sides. And here we go. The Greeks start with possession first. Again, that first goal is going to be monumental. Should set the tone for the rest of the game. And the Greeks are on the front foot right away. With a chance into the middle, and the goalkeeper comes out early to claim it. Peter Guinea into the middle for LaRose. There's Peter Guinea, his brother playing as well. Chris Guinea, number 6. Richmond looking to build forward. Ball played into no man's land. And Nikolaevsky able to claim it. Cormac Pike back to number 16, Actor Kemp. Ball played forward down the line and a pass inside cut out. LaRose seeing lots of the ball early. A few touches to settle the nerves in the midfield. Ball played forward now. And Octocom settles it for Pike. Pike forward now. Falls to Campisi. But Richmond pick it back up again. The spinning, looking for an option. Plays it forward to Emmanuel. LaRose getting his shirt pulled there by Campisi. No foul call, then the Greeks get the ball back. The Greeks looking to build some possession here. They have the much better record on the season. They've put in a great campaign so far. Look to put an exclamation point on their season here with a comfortable victory. If they could repeat that result they had earlier in the season. Ball played down the line. One touch pass doesn't find its target. It goes out for a throw. So far, Richmond holding their own, looking confident in possession, showing a few moments of skill, composure. The pressure in this game is definitely on the Greeks, but they've lived up to the task all season long. Nice touch in the middle there from Meadows. Back to Guarnera. Ball played forward and clipped over for Peter Guinea. Looking for Diarra, looking for options. Gets it taken away from him. Good work there from McCann. LaRose once again. Good dribbling, picking his head up, looking around, seeing who's there to help him out. Ball played forward there. Salvarone went down, no call from the referee. Chance here for the Greeks to break forward. They slow it down for Kapitanovic. Excuse me, Campisi. The Greeks will be looking to unleash their danger men. Those players I highlighted earlier, number 7, Yusufi, and number 11, Saramago. Ball cleared forward for Diarra to claim. Guarnera back to Amandares. Amandares, the goalkeeper, launches it high. Diarra tries to bring it down with the back heel, but good hustle there to keep the ball alive. Emmanuel working hard to help his team out there, but the Greeks get the throw in. Throwing over for Saramago to head on. Yusufi running towards it, but it's cut out. Peter Guinea here. Diarra touches on for Salvarone. Back to Diarra. Diarra threaded it through. Chance here for Richmond. Here's Emmanuel. Spins. Emmanuel with a shot. It's blocked. They claim handball. Emmanuel again. And it goes wide. First opportunity for either team to get in the box. Greeks had that chance early before the goalkeeper came out and claimed it. First chance for Richmond there. Ball played into the middle, touchdown by Campisi. Good spin there. And Richmond have a free kick. Nice turn and touch in the midfield to deceive the defenders. And Richmond once again holding their own. Not just trying to sit back and absorb the pressure. They're on the front foot here. with a chance to whip in a dangerous ball. Ball played in. Well dealt with there by the defense. And Campisi with a chance to run forward. Good pressure. Gets the ball taken away from him. Saramago trying to get it as well. LaRose outnumbered, but somehow comes away with it. Good feet there by the midfielder. Ball into Diarra. Finds its way all the way to Barone. And here's Emmanuel. Tries to play it out wide, but it's cut out there. And the long ball reaches Yusufi. Ball played forward towards Campisi. Not going to reach him. Richmond trying to play it forward there. It's cut out. Good read by Pike. Here's Saramago now. Has the switch out wide. There's Body. Body cutting in. Gets the ball taken away from him. Ball played over the top. And it's cut out there. Tug on the shirt and the ref blows the whistle. Here's Pike on the wing. Has Yusufi in front of him, possibly in an offside position. Gets the pass intercepted, but Saramago plays it on for Yusufi to pick up. Tries to clip it in first time, maybe do a little give and go with Campisi, but a little bit too fast for him. Richmond restart play and look forward right away. There's Emmanuel and Peter Guinea. Well dealt with there in the middle by McCann to read that play. Saramago all alone in the middle, can't win the header. Rakanovic got to that first, and Richmond could just hold the ball here. Here's Meadows looking for an option, gives it away though. Throw in for the Greeks to take. Robinson plays it in, but it goes right back to Richmond, and now they have Emmanuel running forward who might get on the end of this, but the goalkeeper reads it early, collides with Emmanuel, and the Greeks able to get it away from their goal. Once again, the Greeks give it away. Almost a loose pass there. Saramago did not give up on that play. It's been a tense first 10 minutes between these two teams. You could tell the Greeks know what this game means. Their chance to write their name in the history books. Good feet there, but the ball is given away once again. LaRose picks it up. Has Diarra to the right of him. Here's LaRose with a shot. Picked up by the goalkeeper. Very dangerous opportunity for Richmond to break forward. And here comes Yusufi now. Cuts inside. McCann plays it wide. Chance to put it into the middle, has Saramago, and Yusufi with the header. The goalkeeper stretches and gets a glove to it. Gets a fingernail. Looks like they call for a corner. That ball like it was going wide anyways, didn't need to save it. But a great opportunity there, great leap to get up and put it towards goal. I believe that was off frame, but the goalkeeper still needed to make sure and got a fingernail to it. First corner for New York Greek Americans. Chance to do damage here. Ball played in right on top of the goalkeeper and is cleared by Diarra. Out for another corner. Here comes the second corner. Diarra once again at that near post, deals with it, but it stays in the area. And Campisi's shot a little bit wild. Try to hit it with power, but couldn't keep his shot down. That shot ends up going actually out for a throw-in on the far side. The throw-in headed on. It lands to the Greeks. Campisi tries to get his foot in, rolls forward, and the goalkeeper picks it up, plays it out early for Diarra. Plays it into the middle. Saramago putting pressure on, but Richmond deals with it. Well done there by Richmond to break forward from the pressure. Those three attackers from the Greeks pushing well forward, trying to keep the pressure on the Richmond defense. Here's a chance now for LaRose to get on the end of that ball, showing great speed. He's showed some trickery so far. What does he have here? LaRose with the ball in. Chance to shoot, and it's over the top from Sal Barone. Great opportunity there. We've seen some bits of flair from LaRose so far. And the Greeks possibly not happy with the number of chances Richmond have had so far. It's been pretty even so far. But this is not what the Greeks necessarily planned in the early stages, but still early, as I mentioned. But it's been a good display from both teams so far. Chance for the Greeks to build up, but pressure being applied by Meadows. Ball by the goalkeeper, a little bit off target, and Pike can't get to it. Guanera into the middle. Kapitanovic wide. And the shanked clearance puts his team in trouble there from Mrkanovic. Ends up going all the way out for a corner, shielded out by Saramago. Lots of spin on that ball, didn't want to deal with it, let it go out, and wins his team the corner. Campisi going to the far side to take this one. Let's see if he can lift this one. Past that near post, Diarra has taken up his position once again. Here's the corner coming in towards the penalty spot. The headers go up and is cleared off the line, but the flag is up for an offsides. Looked like that was Pike that crept into an offsides position after the first header. Looks like they'll retake this one actually. Maybe the ball went out of play before it was put back into the middle. It's a corner again here for the Greeks. Campisi to take. Nikolaevsky almost had that ball drop to his feet for him to rip a shot on target. Here comes the ball in from Body, but it's too far for Pike to collect. A little bit of chaos there from those corner kicks. Might be an area of weakness for the Greeks to exploit later on in this match. Ball played into the middle, cut out there by McCann. but it falls back to Richmond. Diarra. Good vision there by Diarra to spin out of trouble and play it forward to Peter Guinea. Peter Guinea with pressure from Yusufi. Good work by the attacker to win that ball back and steal it away from him. Body controls it, touches it forward and has space to run into. Has Saramago and Pike running forward all alone here on the edge of the box. He's a chance for Pike. And it whistles past that far post. What a great effort there. Good job to keep that shot low and level, but it didn't have quite the right spin and angle on it to hit the back of the net. All action last few seconds. Good work there by Yusufi to hustle all the way back, win the ball back, and set his team off on the attack. Good hustle from Pike to get all the way back up and take up that empty space. Maybe had too much time, but a good effort there. Good chance for the Greeks to score a goal there. Meadows tries to bring it down. Challenges for it, but loses out. Ball played forward for Yusufi to chase. It goes out for another corner kick. The pressure mounting here on Richmond. The Greeks so close to glory. Again, they have one more game in hand. After this game, they play Leros on Thursday night. That one, on paper, a little bit of a more difficult matchup, but they want to get the job done here. Campisi once again their set piece taker, looking to whip this into a dangerous area. Here comes the corner to the back post, headed up by Peter Guinea. Not fully cleared, comes back to Campisi. Gets the cross in, and the goalkeeper touches it away from the goal. Goalkeeper still out of his net, but he claims it. Dangerous chance there once again for the Greeks. The Greeks have it back there. Here's Saeed Robinson. Greeks looking to rebuild possession here. Build something from open play. But he gets outnumbered and gives away the foul, trying to win the ball back. Good pressure once again applied by the Richmond midfielders. And looking forward right away, the ref not satisfied with the position of the ball. Richmond wanted to get started right away. They had Peter Guinea and Emmanuel running forward. And we restart. Ball played up to Peter Guinea, doesn't reach him. And a potential counter there, cut out by Guarnera. Ball played over to Meadows, who's unable to bring it down. Drops back to the top of the box, but it's cleared. Falls to body. Tries to spin away. Good speed there, plays it down the line. And the ref stops it for a free kick here. Foul on body. Yellow card shown to, looks like Chris Guinea getting that yellow card. He'll have to be careful now. Matter of fact, I think that yellow card went to Alan Kapitanovic, the midfielder, not Chris Guinea, the left back. That ball played in, easy to deal with for the goalkeeper. Almendares under pressure, nearly giving it away. And Chris Guinea unable to keep it for his team. Put in a tough spot there from his goalkeeper. Not sure he wanted the ball either. Greeks now building possession, building a little bit of pressure. Diarra a little too eager, misses the ball. Pike plays it for Yusufi, who's outnumbered. Emmanuel now with space, clips over the top for a chance, and the flag gets raised. Players unhappy with that decision, but it looks like he was marginally just ahead of the last defender. He's waiting for that pass. Great pass played over the top, but just a little bit mistimed. Here's Pike played into the middle. Saramago lets it run. Cleared out, it'll be the Greek throw. Ball played back, nearly given away to the opposite number there. Pike picks it back up. Good turn in the midfield, but he's out-muscled the ball. Won back by the Greeks. Good play there by Nikolaevsky. Ball touched on for Campisi to run onto, but the goalkeeper comes out and claims it. That ball didn't quite go into Campisi's path. Good creativity there from Saramago to try and backheel that one in. The ball from the goalkeeper doesn't go very far. Doesn't quite reach the halfway line, but Richmond pick it back up. Played in for Barone. Forward here for Meadows. Chance. Falls down. No whistle. And the Greeks encounter here. Richmond need to reshape themselves. Ball played over the top for Yusufi. Tries to bring it down. He'll be able to keep it in play here though. Deep in the corner. Here's Yusufi. Faking the cross, passes it back to Pike, who puts it in first time. It's a very good area, but nobody able to get in front there for the header. Referee wants to have a word with Meadows after he was upset for not getting that call. Pike will restart play with the throw-in. Good pressure from Guarnera again. Getting first to that ball. Calmly played out wide. To Body. Robinson back for Joseph Wright, number 18. Headed on for Saramago. Clips it for Body. Here's a chance for Body. Clips it over. Almost dropped for Saramago. And here's LaRose at the outside of the foot to Emmanuel, who's one-on-one with Nikolaevsky. Here's Emmanuel with support now. LaRose. Meadows with the shot. A little bit wild on the final effort there, but good endeavor from Richmond to attack in numbers. Emmanuel nearly had Nikolaevsky right where he wanted him, but good recovery runs from the defenders. They even up the numbers there in the end for that attack. Ended up falling to Meadows, and he wasn't able to put that shot on target. This game is neck and neck. Really could go either way. Judging on play, would not be able to tell where these two teams are in the table. You'd think they're a lot closer. Kept in there by Yusufi. First time by Campisi over. And that has to be a foul. Whistle given there for a foul by Guarnera. Nothing more than a common foul. But a good opportunity, good position here for Campisi to put a ball in. A little bit of a different angle here for this ball to be whipped in. They have good height with Akhtarkamp, Nikolaevsky, and Pike. Let's see where this ball goes. Ball played in. Goes through the middle. Players shout for a handball. The ref does nothing. Chance for Barone to pass forward for Emmanuel. He can turn into space. The defender's backed off. And good pressure. Doesn't quite win the ball back for his team there. Richmond slow it down, bring it back to the halfway line for Guarnera to drive it low. But that's not going to bother the goalkeeper. Nikolaevsky wide for his partner center back. Ball played wide for Diarra. Cuts in, looks for a run, has Meadows charging forward, but that'll just reach the goalkeeper. And Body ready to move forward here. Campisi trying to squeeze his way through a couple players, but doesn't get the ball through. LaRose once again, good feet. Plays it back to his goalkeeper, who clears it down the line, and Pike there to it first. Yusufi into Saramago, tries to set it back, but falls to LaRose here to pick up and set Richmond away. Here's Sal Barone playing it forward for Meadows to run onto. Another ambitious run forward, but well dealt with by the defenders to get back in their shape for that to not trouble them. A little bit of a unique formation here for the Greeks. They have Saeed Robinson, their number 10, in their right back position, and Body, their number 2, pushing forward. Here he is now with a chance to show off his speed. Here's Body with Saramago in the middle. Doesn't reach him, gets cut out. And LaRose clears. Ball high in the air, and it's set back well by Nikolaevsky. Good job by Akhtarkamp to keep that ball moving forward for his team. Yusufi doesn't get the better of the defender there. Goes out for a throw. I said that first goal will be important the way this game is going. Not sure how many goals we'll get. Every goal will be important. The header there puts it out for a corner kick for Campisi once again to take. Players right on the penalty spot and on the goalkeeper, looking to cause problems. Ball played over the top. Goalkeeper comes in, doesn't claim it, and it's turned in for the first goal. And that's one hand on the trophy for the Greeks. Pike turning that ball into the net at the back post after it bounced around. It's 1-0 for the Greeks. How big is that goal going to be for the Greeks? And how is that going to change the game they play? Again, Richmond, this is their last game of the season. A win doesn't really change their position, and neither does a loss or a draw. So let's see what they make of this game. The Greeks have it right where they want it. The coach must be happy with the timing of that goal as well, as Richmond were producing a number of chances for themselves. Now with a little bit over 10 minutes left in this first half, they'll look to just settle this match down and take that lead into halftime. Good move there by LaRose. Looks forward immediately, looking for Emmanuel. In space, perfect ball. Emmanuel to Meadows. Towards Barone. Meadows tries to feed it through, but he's outnumbered there. Good work by Campisi to work back. Yusufi has Diarra in space. Yusufi putting pressure. And Diarra ends up with it. Once again, Yusufi working hard on defense. Guarnera to the back post for Emmanuel, brings it down to the chest. Nikolaevsky in the way. Bukanovic with a loose pass a little bit for his defensive partner, and Pike wins it back. Here's Wright. Back for McCann to collect. And Campisi first time to Wright. Almost perfectly played in for Pike to continue the run down the line. LaRose clips it over the top for Sal Barone to chase. Has Peter Guinea and numbers in the middle. Ball played forward for Peter Guinea. Chance to cross in. A little bit too heavy. Meadows will collect. Ball played in. Nikolaevsky once again in the way. Meadows trying to do a little bit too much. Ends up running into trouble and giving away the free kick. Some of these Richmond players have impressed on the attacking end. Meadows is one of them, trying to be a little bit too crafty there with the ball himself and ended up playing his way into trouble. Achterkamp chasing this one down. Plays it forward right away, but nobody in that space. Yusufi had checked in, left that space open. Guarnera claimed it. Diarra into the middle. LaRose plays it forward. And guess who's there? Nikolaevsky. Ball forward for Peter Guinea. And here's Emmanuel in a wider position now. Cutting in. Emmanuel with a shot. That snapshot almost catching the goalkeeper off guard. But he was alert to it. Second time now, Richmond have put a shot on frame, but it was right at the goalkeeper. Didn't have to stretch for it. Robinson down the line for Buddy. That first time pass cut out. Here's LaRose. Here's Peter Guinea with a chance to shoot again. And a well-driven shot. Just wouldn't stay down. A little bit too much backspin on that shot. Always rising. Robinson forward to Saramago, chasing it down. Here's Saramago with a shot. Stings the gloves of the goalkeeper. McCann forward. Campisi tries to spin away from LaRose, but he gets his foot in, puts it out for a throw. Nikolaevsky back for Achterkamp. Those wingbacks for the Greeks pushing forward. We already know Pike can be dangerous. Robinson on the far side throws it in for Nikolaevsky. The Greeks in no rush here. No need to force the ball through. Achterkamp looks for a teammate out wide, finds body. Excuse me, that was Robinson. Oh, nifty nutmeg there, and gets taken down. Dangerous challenge there. It looked like that was Kapitanovic, who again got shown that yellow card earlier. Wasn't a malicious challenge, but in a dangerous position here now. Campisi once again has a chance to put the ball in. Here's the free kick. Body gets set to it, just lifts it up in the air, and the clearance lifted over Pike. Gets it back from McCann. Pike's ball in. Bounces around between two Richmond players and falls to the goalkeeper gratefully. Meadows tries to bring it down, but once again, tons of pressure applied on him immediately. LaRose looking up. Has Barone out wide. Now runners coming in on the near side here. Ball played across, still might reach a player. Here's Guarnera with the chance. Guarnera out wide to LaRose. Looked like he stayed a little bit too far forward. The flag didn't get raised. The players upset the flag didn't get raised. They got to keep focused on the play as the ball stayed in here. And here's Saramago with some support forward. Tries to play it out wide, and Campisi tries to reach it, but Guarnera gets there first. Diarra back to his goalkeeper. And that ball played out wide for Chris Gini. Didn't reach him. New York Greek Americans starting to impose themselves on this match. A little bit more composed on the ball and in the attack. Pushing the back of Guarnera there. Would have been interested to see had that ball gone in the net if the ref would have blown his whistle. And Guarnera goes down. Maybe landed a little awkwardly in the unexpected contact. Today's match is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. The ball back with the goalkeeper here. Almendares will restart play. Ball played longer this time for Emmanuel to try and bring down. LaRose able to claim it. Charging forward here, looking for a runner. Tries to feed it towards Peter Guinea, but it's cleared out. Achterkamp claiming that he didn't get the last touch, trying to get his team to throw. But the ref gives a throw in here in favor of Richmond. The final stages here in this first half. The Greeks will not want to let any mistakes happen. Will want to hold on to their lead going into halftime. Here comes the throw. Push in the back, and the referee blew his whistle. Throw-in didn't get very far. That foul, just giving the ball right back to the Greeks. Robinson looking forward towards Saramago. He wanted it down the other side. Diarra looking to move that ball forward. Gets tackled from behind. The ref lets play go on. Saramago's ball down the line for Body. Chance here for the Greeks. Here's Body. And he scores! Great goal by the Greeks. And now that's surely 2 hands on the trophy. Great goal there. A little bit of controversy. Richmond might not be happy that they played on there. But Body wasn't to care about that. Had to finish off the play. And did well to find that bottom corner. Just rolled it in. And the celebrations might just be beginning here. Once again, those wingers have been posing a threat all night so far for the Greeks. Nothing too complicated about their goals. But they've been clinical when they've had those opportunities. Once again, Body gets in the way. And the Greeks with the chance to add to their lead here. Yusufi able to keep that in. One-on-one here. Here's Yusufi, tries to get through. Unable to do so. Guanero once again sticking to his task. Good play from the midfield there. LaRose and Marone combining. Here's Meadows out wide, but the ball's cut out by Robinson. He has Campisi in the middle. Towards Yusufi. Once again, one-on-one with Guarnera. Can he get the better of him here? He's helped out by Peter Guinea. Ball set back here all the way to Atterkamp. Rolls it past Emmanuel on for Nikolaevsky. Ball switched over again for Pike and lots of space here. Pike's ball in. The attempted header from Yusufi would have been impressed had that gone back towards goal.
Take it.
Emmanuel with a chance to go forward has Barone out wide. Barone looking for some help here, finds LaRose in the middle. Back to Emmanuel. And the flag goes up. And that's the whistle for halftime. It's been an impressive display here from the Greeks. It was tight in the first 30 minutes, and then they really put their foot on the gas as they opened up the scoring with Cormac Pike's effort at the back post from a corner kick. And then Body doubled the lead closer to halftime. It's been a great display from them so far. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the second half.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish. Flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings, And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back to this matchup between New York Greek Americans and Richmond County FC. The Greeks lead 2-0 here. Two very well-deserved and well-timed goals in the first half, coming at around about 30 minutes and then 40 minutes. And the pressure started to mount on Richmond FC, and they couldn't withstand that pressure as the Greeks were able to break through with both those first goals. But it was an impressive opening display from Richmond County. These two teams were neck and neck until those goals came in. Truthfully, until that second goal came in, and it was close to halftime anyway. So I expect to see Richmond come out battling. Looks like we'll have a change here for one of these teams. Looks like Richmond County have switched out Kamal Brekanovic for Dominic Urban, number 22. Looking to restart play here, waiting for the rest whistle. And here we go. The Greeks 45 minutes away from glory. 45 minutes away from their first APSL Metropolitan Conference League title. This will mean so much to the players, so much to the club. Such a historic club with lots of silverware, but this is a unique piece in their cabinet that they don't have yet. Richmond County start us off here with the ball to Chris Guinea. Here's Meadows, who impressed in that first half. Looked lively, so has LaRose. And Emmanuel there, number 16, playing it forward for the new substitute coming in, Dominic Urban, number 22. There's Kapitanovic shifting through. Kapitanovic still gets a shot off, but it's blocked by Arthur Kamp. And now a chance for the speedy body to charge forward. Feeds in Saramago. Has to cut back and look for help. Plays it wide and goes behind Pike, who's not going to be able to keep that one in. Not the pass he was looking for there. Diarra cutting it back. Kapitanovic out wide to Chris Guinea. Meadows just keeps that in. They play on. Ball played forward for Sabaron. Chance here. Here's Barone with the ball into the middle. And Emmanuel with a shot and saved by the goalkeeper. What a great stretch to cover that goal. It was well met by Emmanuel charging onto that ball. And the goalkeeper ready to save it. Leaped in the air and clawed it away. Once again, lively start here for Richmond County. Here comes the corner kick. Lifted in. Diarra heads it in. Campisi able to clear. Guarnero with a shot. Bobbling through. Could have taken a deflection, gone anywhere. Good pressure there to win the ball back by Kapitanovic. Meadows lifts it out wide. Nearly reaches its target. What a fine save that was from the goalkeeper. Able to stop that one from hitting the back of the net. Defense is going to be just as important as offense here. This 2-0 lead, Richmond have nothing to lose. They'll look to send numbers forward and create their own opportunities. Ball played out wide here for Meadows. Meadows one-on-one with Robinson. Here's LaRose. LaRose with a shot. Good effort. Just didn't come down. Lots of power on that shot. Aiming for that top left-hand corner. Just didn't come down in time. Urban giving chase. And Dr. Kemp lifts it up. Yusufi doesn't control it, but it's headed out by Diarra. It'll be a throw-in for the Greeks. Campisi forward for Saramago, sets it back, and here's Body out wide with lots of space. Body with a chance to double his goal tally for the day. Calmly dealt with there. Diarra here, looking forward. Emmanuel unable to keep that ball in. Ball lifted back up in the air. And once again by Wright. Yusufi trying to spin away. They're claiming last touch on Richmond County, but the call goes in favor of Richmond for their throw. Looks like the Greeks will have a few substitutions coming in soon. Last chance for these players to leave their mark on the field here. Good feet there by Wright to feed that ball forward for Pike. Lifts it up, and Body once again left unmarked. Brings it down. Body once again towards the middle. Saramago brings it down. Tees it up for Wright. Off the crossbar. Doesn't go in though. And they're able to clear. What a great effort there. Great build-up play. And a foul call there for a challenge on Barone. So close to a third goal there for the Greeks. Here's Meadows. Heavy touch, but able to recover. All alone out there. Meadows lifts it into the middle for LaRose. Maybe looking for another chance to shoot. LaRose lifts it in. Urban nearly gets to it. Yusufi tries to spin back, but lands right into trouble. And a cheap free kick given away there. LaRose unhappy with the decision. Yusufi seemed unaware of what was around him. Spun right back into LaRose. And the ref gave him the call. Played forward. Yusufi tries to get up, but Diarra gets up before him. And here comes some substitutions. McCann stepping out. He's had a good performance so far. Been solid in the midfield. And in steps Sjoberg, number 24. Urban was getting tugged back there, no call given. Instead they get the throw. The ref coming over to have a word with the coach, unhappy with some of the disputes that he's heard. Looks like they're able to hug it out, settle their differences. At least for now. Let's see what comes to be in the rest of this match. Emmanuel spins away, but nobody's there to pick up that loose ball. Meadows with some pressure and a chance here for Barone to shoot. Barone scores! Good goal there for Richmond County. Unnecessary mistake there. Ball just given away right there on the edge of his own penalty area. And Barone makes no mistake with a left-footed shot towards the bottom corner. We have a match on our hands, folks. I was just going to comment on how big that save was from Schaefer, their goalkeeper, the Greeks. Saving that shot from Emmanuel just a few minutes ago. And then that shot off the crossbar, which would have made it 3-0 from right. And now we have a 2-1 game after Richmond was just gifted that opportunity. Here's Achterkamp sliding in. And the ref not pleased with the argument there from Diarra, as he believed he was impeded there. Sliding challenge coming in as Achterkamp was stretching for that ball. His momentum took him forward, and instead looks like waiting to see what the ref calls here. And the ball actually is being given to the Greeks here. Not sure how that decision was decided there. And restart play. Ball played in by Campisi, not going to reach Saramago in the middle. And here's Wright. Throw in here for Pike to take. Plays it in towards Yusufi. Players claiming something, but the ref not interested. Achterkamp lifts it high. Meadows touches it down. Kapitanovic plays it right back into Meadows, unfortunately for them. And Meadows picks it back up. Keeps it in play. Cuts in, looks around. Tries to find an option. He's outnumbered there. Combination of Saramago and Buddy. And Buddy charging forward. Here's another chance for Buddy. And it goes wide. Unbelievable run there from Buddy to charge through the middle. Even with the efforts of Richmond to try and stop him. Looks like that ball got touched out for a corner. Another chance here for the Greeks. They'll love to reestablish that 2-goal lead just to make themselves a little bit more comfortable. They still have the lead here. They won't be in a rush. But things definitely heating up here. Richmond playing with great intensity, even though they don't have a stake in this trophy race here. Here comes the ball in. Headed away by Richmond. Kept alive there by Yusufi. Good pressure on him by LaRose. Wright touches it past him. LaRose brings him down. And it'll be a free kick here for the Greeks once again. One-man wall here. Second man coming to support. Ball played in towards that back post. Nobody coming to claim it. Bounces there for Achterkamp, who hits the post. And it goes out for a corner kick. Another opportunity. Another chance. Hit the woodwork. And Campisi has to make a long trek over to that other corner. The referee coming over to just tell him to speed it up a little bit. There's a body on the edge of the area, unmarked. Ball played in towards the goalkeeper. Goes to the top of the box for Body, plays it back for Campisi, who lifts it back in. The heads go up. It's half cleared. And here's Body still with a chance. And a save down low from the goalkeeper. Saramago keeps it alive, tries to play back in. And it's touched out again. Another corner kick. Corner kick taken quickly. Ball played in to the back post. Headed up in the air, but not totally cleared. Nikolaevsky with the ball back in. And the header goes wide. Got a little bit too much contact on that header. Ended up going back out where it came from. Flurry of chances there for the Greeks to double their lead once again. Number 2, Body full of energy, putting in a great display so far today. Ball played forward towards Peter Guinea. Just shielded out for a throw-in. Another change here for Richmond. That'll be Peter Guinea's last act. The Greeks restart with a throw-in. Body giving chase once again. Pressure on him. Here's Yusufi for Body. Right at the goalkeeper. Golden opportunity there for the Greeks once again. Good play there by Meadows. Can he reach this one? Pressure on him by Nikolaevsky. Goes out for a Richmond throw. LaRose able to control that, play it into the middle there. Ball played in. Goalkeeper punches clear. Diving, punching effort there. Salvaroni with a chance to shoot. Great effort, just whistling over that crossbar. Not enough dip, not enough curl to keep that one on frame, but a great effort nonetheless. It's been a frantic start to this second half. These first 17 minutes have flown by. Saramago giving chase. Richmond unable to clear, but their goalkeeper able to come out and claim it. Diarra plays it forward for Meadows, who gets it back here. Weaving through bodies. Played here for Barone, who's looked dangerous. They set it back there for Guarnera. Here's Emmanuel. LaRose with that ball clipped up. And they're able to keep it in just about. But the flag goes up. The ball went over the line just by a hair. Another sub here as Campisi's night is over. He's had a really good game so far, a good game to this point until he had to be subbed. Good touch there by Yusufi. Tries to get on the end of that, but LaRose reads it well. Here's Meadows once again. Looking to take on a defender. Start a move here. Kapitanovic. His pass loose, goes right to Yusufi, who gets taken down, but they play advantage here. And here's Buddy. Plays it wide. Chance there. The goalkeeper playing with fire. Goalkeeper taking a few chances there, trying to dribble his way out of trouble as that ball bobbled around. A red card shown here. And a player gets sent off. Waiting to get confirmation here. Believe that was Kapitanovic. That is number 8, Kapitanovic, pleading his case to the 4th official. Unhappy with the decision. Not sure exactly what caused that decision, but now the Greeks have the game right in their hand. Robinson into the middle. Saramago once again getting his head to it, but can't keep the effort down. On that last play, it might have been that challenge in the midfield that they played advantage for. Good job by the referee coming back to it. Giving a second yellow in the mix of all that. Some players stop, but Buddy continues. Here's Yusufi trying to thread the ball through. The game becoming a little bit disjointed here. Here's Urban setting it back for Meadows. Tries to play with the outside of his foot. Not what he intended. The ball goes out of play here. Player down on the field here on the far side. Not sure what caused him to go down. Referee just checking on him. Seems like he'll be okay. Today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Richmond County still looking to fight on here. LaRose spinning out of trouble there, plays it back for Guarnera. But a loose pass goes into the middle there, and the Greeks can pick it up. Here's Yusufi trying to find a way in, and he's taken down. The ref blows his whistle for a penalty kick. This is exactly what the Greeks wanted here. A chance to seal this match. Yusufi's been tricky all night. Tried to get around the defender and force the defender to make a mistake. And up steps number 2, Buddy. Yellow card for the goalkeeper. Possibly for something he said. Here's Almendares. Can he stop this effort here? Impending from Buddy. And his shot goes over the bar. Unbelievable here. Everything going in favor of the Greeks until that effort there. Still at 2-1 here. Nikolaevsky puts it back forward. Yusufi unable to keep that one down. Meadows with pressure in behind. Ends up falling to LaRose. Looks forward to Barone, but doesn't reach his teammate. Good feet there by Achterkamp and good strength to hold off the challenge. Has his teammate out wide. Numbers in the middle. Can they get a good cross in? Fakes the cross first time. Puts it in now. Goes over everybody. Wasted opportunity, but the Yara's going to keep it in play. Richmond County play on. The Greeks would not want to let this one slip away. They have this game in the palm of their hand. Good read there by Robinson. Pressure back from Meadows. Oh, a heavy challenge there by the goalkeeper. No call, not even advantage played by the referee. But Richmond have the ball here. Barone looking for an option. Passes out wide. Chance here for Richmond. Still going. Here's Emmanuel. His spinning effort doesn't do any damage. Here come the Greeks once again with Yusufi. Yusufi's ball in. No danger for the goalkeeper. Picks it up calmly and sets his team away on the attack. Ball played into the middle. Greeks have a player down in the midfield. They're not stopping play just yet, and the ball does come out now. This game heating up here. Tensions building. The task made a little bit harder with that red card going against Richmond County, but they're not giving up here. Have a lifeline after that missed penalty. Looks like another sub has come into the game. Touch there by Robinson, puts it out. Paul McVeigh, number 20's entered the game. Touch set back there for Chris Guinea. And here he is again with a chance to cross it in. Gets past the defender. Ball played in. Goes past everybody. Nearly fell to Meadows and then Emmanuel. But here comes Yusufi. Charging forward. Loose pass. Guarnera able to get there, but Yusufi once again putting in the challenge. And then unable to keep the ball for himself and his team. We're in for an all action. It's been truly all action this whole entire match, but with just under 20 minutes here, I expect the entertainment to continue. The ref has his hands full once again, having to have a word with one of the players. Richmond restart with a throw. It's cut out by Pike. McVeigh getting involved. And here he is, number 20. Fresh legs. Just a little bit of a heavy touch. Trying to bring the energy onto the field. Maybe passing on a message. Tactical change the coach has implemented. That might be the silliest yellow card I've ever seen. Yellow card for time wasting from a little bit of showboating, you could call it. Good spin there by Yusufi. Has a chance to cross it in. Taken down there, and no call this time. Richmond restart. Sliding challenge evaded by Emmanuel. Here comes Barone. Barone His shot goes wide of the post. Good effort there by the attacker. He set his sights on goal a few times in this match. Hit the back of the net to make it 2-1, and has looked dangerous since. That goal probably gave him a little bit of confidence. But it can't be easy out there for Richmond, down a player. And some fresh lights coming onto the field for the Greeks. The Greeks about 15 minutes away from putting their hands on the trophy and lifting it up. Ball played in, LaRose touches it past. The ref plays advantage here. Ball played forward for Barone to chase. Here's a chance for Barone, and he scores to level it. Unbelievable scenes here. Good advantage played by the referee, and you can see what that goal means to the Richmond players. Another goal for Barone to level the score line. Against all odds here, Richmond County have leveled the score line late in the match. This match has been entertaining from the first minute. And as I just touched on, I expected there to be another goal. Wasn't sure which way it was going to go. And again, against all odds here, Richmond County putting on a great display and fighting to the very end here. But the Greeks may be ruining some missed opportunities, especially that penalty. Ball played wide here for Robinson to advance forward. His touch a little bit loose, has pressure in behind, and Meadows doesn't give up on it, tries to get his body in front. And a soft foul there as Emmanuel falls down. I'm sure those of you viewing at home or wherever you're viewing from can pick up the energy here on the field tonight. Both sets of players, both sets of supporters here to cheer on their team. Ball played in low. Ball dealt with there, and Meadows tries to pick it up. Gets the whistle from the referee. And a yellow card shown there for Sjöberg. Meadows has run all night. Hard challenge on him. Needs a second to get back to his feet. Richmond County enjoying this moment here. Their chance to spoil the party that the Greeks had planned for tonight. Guarnera plays it forward all the way deep into the penalty box. Meadows once again looking to cause problems, plays it low. Chance there. And Diarra picks it up. Combines with Emmanuel. Back to Diarra. LaRose, what can he see? What does he see on the field right now? Meadows cutting in. Meadows with a chance. Whips that shot in, but didn't get the right connection with it. Good power on the shot. Not the right curl on it. Time running out in this match. The Greeks have this game had this game laid out for them at 2-0 at halftime. They had a great opportunity to make this game theirs and give themselves a little bit of breathing room on the score line. But Richmond have done really well to fight back in this game. And here's Meadows. Plays it down for Barone for the hat trick. Saved by the goalkeeper. Not quite the purchase he wanted on that shot. And here come the Greeks again. Hard to believe that Richmond are playing with 10 men right now. They look the more likely to get the next goal. Ball played over the top for McVeigh. Tries to bring it down, but Guarnera gets there in front of him. And it's touched out. Throw in for the Greeks. Another substitution here as Diarra's night is over. And the Greeks are also going to make a change. Etienne Body's night is over. Ball played in for Nikolaevsky, the substitute. Anderson. Ball played in, the goalkeeper leaves it. Looks like the goalkeeper wanted to leave that ball, and it just crept past his post. A little bit of a formation change here as Diego Anderson has stepped into the match. Looks like he'll take up the right back position.
How many minutes left? 10. Bravo. Guys, 10 minutes. Come on, guys.
McVeigh once again trying to advance that ball forward.
Good job. Good job.
And Barone feeds it out wide for Emmanuel. Can't bring that touch. Can't put the ball in front of him. Here's Yusufi, full of energy still. In the late stages, gets the ball pinched away. Chance there to break forward. Ball played forward by Urban. Emmanuel's ball forward towards Meadows, trying to get there. But the goalkeeper able to leap up and claim it. Hit forward towards number 9, Pengrazi. Kriskini plays it into LaRose. Once again, uber confidence from the number 4. Emmanuel giving chase here. It's headed down and out for a corner kick. Set piece opportunity. As good as gold here for Richmond. Greeks looking a little bit more disjointed here with the subs possibly changing formation, and Richmond full of confidence trying to complete the comeback. Goalkeeper falls down, referee lets them play on. The header comes down and it's saved down low. What a great effort. Great effort by Urban to head that down into the corner. And the goalkeeper quickly jumped down to stop that from going in the net. It'll be a corner on the opposite side. Looks like Meadows will take this one. The referee wants to have a word with the goalkeeper, who was complaining before the corner kick was taken. Had to get back to his feet and save it at the near post. Which way will this game go? The Greeks need to stamp their foot back on this match. And Richmond looking to complete the comeback. Ball played in low, lifted up, not fully cleared, headed back down. Chance potentially to spin with that ball there in the box. Cleared all the way back out to Guarnera. Meadows leaves it for Emmanuel, who's on sides. Has Meadows in the vicinity. Emmanuel still lays it off for Meadows. Loose pass there, and Pangrazi able to pick it up. A loose touch, and it's just bouncing around there. And finally cleared by Nikolaevsky. Set back there and played across. Here's Robinson now on the left. Yusufi. His cross in. Blocked. Well done there. Almost potentially a handball there by Nikolaevsky. Needed to get in the way of that. Emmanuel would have been there to pick up the scraps. Ball played in now for McVeigh. Chested down. His touch. And Meadows once again working hard. Oh, and it's given away. The Greeks can play it in. A chance and a goal. Offsides. Offsides called. That would have been the winner. No guarantees in this match. That might not even have been the winner. But a great finish. Unfortunately for the Greeks, it was deemed offsides. And the goalkeeper for Richmond goes down here. Almendares needing some attention. Maybe tweak something as he tried to just get an arm up, get a hand to try and block that shot from close quarters. Chances at both ends of the field. 4 more minutes. Here's Meadows touching it off for Barone. Tries to get past Nikolaevsky, claiming he didn't get the last touch, but the throw-in goes Richmond's way. Barone goes down with what looks like some cramp. I don't want this match to end. Could watch another 2 halves of this. It's been such an entertaining game. Both teams fighting for it. Not sure what kind of display we were going to see from Richmond County again with their season pretty much wrapped up. But this is their last game for the season, and you can tell these players, the coach, they wanted to put in a good performance and tie a ribbon on this season that sees them finish around mid-table. Ball clipped up for Chris Guinea, and he's offsides. A draw doesn't really change things for the Greeks. They need a win. Their 1-point advantage over Lansdowne Yonkers is a slender one. And Lansdowne Yonkers game on Tuesday against CPR, who've already been relegated. Again, no guarantees, but they'll want to take matters into their own hands here. Nikolaevsky and Meadows once again fighting for that ball. There's Anderson, excuse me. They play forward, kick through the back there, not Kolb. LaRose plays it forward and has Emmanuel with space to run into. Ball played forward for Meadows to claim, but it's in between players, and the goalkeeper picks up the loose ball. Here's Anderson with space in front of him. Plays it down the line. Options in the middle. Back to Anderson. Pressure coming. Here's Robinson. Robinson clips it in. Chance here for Pangrazi. And a loose touch means that ball bobbles back to the goalkeeper. Not much time, about a minute and a half here. Let's see if the ref decides to add any time on to the end of this. We had a few moments of stoppages here. Loose pass. Barone able to pick it up under some pressure there. Clips it over around the corner. And can't get the pass back to him. Here come the Greeks again. This is their season. McVeigh plays it into the middle there. Under pressure. Achterkamp found his way forward and couldn't control that ball to create a shot for himself. And here comes a late sub. Late sub here for the Greeks. Can that make a difference? Player down in the far corner there. They get up now as soon as the ref approaches. Here comes Richmond. Try and restart the game here. McVeigh gets his head to it. Plays it back into the channel for Pangrazi to chase, and he's able to keep it in. Here come the Greece. Pangrazi's ball in low. It's cleared out. And far away. Sub coming in here for Richmond. Looks like Barone won't be able to get his hat trick. And 5 minutes shown on the fourth official's board there. 5 additional minutes for the Greeks to claim that trophy. Or will it be Richmond against all odds to complete the comeback? Pike plays the ball down the line. Whoa. And looks like we might have the final whistle there. Unexpected turn of events as I think the permit is done, and that'll be it for our match here. I think the ref has blown his whistle. The Greeks probably not happy that they weren't able to finish the game, as there was probably still 4 minutes left of added time. Might be unlikely here for us to get the power back on and get the lights. Seen a few things for the first time here tonight. Yellow card for juggling the ball, wasting time. And now we got a power outage. Not really a power outage. They just shut the lights off for us. It's past 10 p.m. here, I believe, or approaching 10, 9:56 local time. Technically, I believe these teams have the permit on the field until 10 p.m., so I'm not sure why the lights have been shut off. I think both teams wanted to continue playing, so they'll have a reason to be upset and try and get those minutes back. If it does finish this way, not sure. I think it's slim chances that we get the lights back on, these two teams to take the field again. If that's to be the final result here, 2-2, it's been a fantastic match. Very, very fun watch, and Richmond came back to make this game very interesting. The Greeks had it in the palm of their hand, had several opportunities to secure the victory, but it wasn't to be. We're going to take a break here, and let's see if we come back with some more information about how this wraps up. Probably about it.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, Your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor.
So we were treated to 90 minutes of entertaining football there, and then we got cut off for added time. Unfortunately, both teams having to leave the field here as the lights went out, so we were unable to continue the match. Thank you for joining us here. I hope you tune in with us next time on Game in Frame. I've been Ariel Duran, your host, and see you next time.